Hello. Thank you for giving me a second. I don't really know what to say. Okay, so everyone else is talking about how Netflix officially ended the deal with my best friend Meghan Markle. Now, never mind that Netflix has begun opening places. It's called a Netflix house. It's maybe similar to a small mall. And you walk in and you can experience whatever their shows are. I guess for the Crown, I don't know if the Crown, I think the Crown is over, but they have a show right now. And it's called Bridgeter or Bridge something. But apparently in their Pennsylvania mall, their little that part of the store or that section of the Netflix house is just crazy. It's selling more than they ever anticipated. So never mind that Netflix is doing that. My best friend Meghan Markle has decided that she alone can expand this business. Now don't forget, before she had Harry, and she is a true feminist. Never forget that. Never forget that her father got her SAG card. Trevity Trev had a big thing to do with her getting her Deal or No Deal gig. Corey the chef made her friends. I've already said all this. And Harry is why we know her. Thanks a lot, Harry. But never mind any of that. She is a true feminist. When she had her little thing, the blog, I guess you call it. I don't really know what blog even stands for. Tell me if you want to. Called The Tig, and it was named after some expensive wines. Wine was $1,100 a bottle or something. What? You can't come up with a better name than that. But if you think about it, she copies almost everything she does. But with The Tig, I think she had almost 2 million followers. Well, Brittany from Royal News Network thinks that part of the reason that my best friend was so eager and happy and obligingly, I think, to shut that down when she began dating Harry was because that a lot of those followers were bots. And she didn't want people to start digging now that her name is known, start digging and figure that out. So who knows? Maybe that is why she shut it down. But I think on that, she also covered William and Catherine's wedding. And I guess she just never paid attention to who William's best man was, or because she never really heard of Harry. She knew nothing about him, and it upsets me when people say that is not true. That is her truth, and I think that's the most important. So, because of all this drama, I went to the As Ever website today. I also went to Goop website. I've never been to either. Well, I'll tell you the first thing is, my best friend needs to get her face off of that website. It's on every single thing. Now, if you go to the shop and you can buy 4 bars of chocolate for $62, her face is not right there. But every place else you go, it may not be her face. I apologize. It may be, her profile or her hair or her big gigantic feet. Why does she put her feet out everywhere? And I tell her, when we're having tea, I'm like, come on, best friend, girlfriend, put your feet away. Ugh. But then I also went to the Goop website. Gwyneth does have her face on there. You have to scroll down to get to it. And it's all these sections. They'll talk about fashion. They talk about makeup and food. And then one of the sections is called Gwyneth's Pics. And it has her picture. Okay, well, that's her pics, For the fashion, there's a picture of a dress or something. That makes perfect sense. I went through and I looked through some of, I spent a couple minutes of time going through her website. It's really not bad at all. She sells some oil and cream that I buy at my salon, and it was very similar, good product. So I think that's part of the why Goop is successful. Please tell me what yucky jelly and spread has to do with a bookmark. What? I can kind of see the jelly and the chocolate, and they're both edible. But what's the food with the bookmark? The flour sprinkles are ridiculous. And I meant to look it up before I came on here. Let me just see if I can find it quickly. I do not want to eat, my food with stuff like that in it. I will say that someone made a comment yesterday and asked if I would please show my animals. So here's Lucy right there. Lucy, say hello. Lucy. Lucy over here, up here. Say hello. Well, there's Lucy. Lucy's a 1.5 year chocolate lab, obviously, and she can jump a 6-foot fence. I'll tell you, she's ridden home in a BMW. She rode home in a Cadillac once. Those people found her. She willingly got in their cars. When the guy with the Tesla found her, she wouldn't get in the Tesla, and we had to walk over and get her. I wonder if she has something against electric cars. But, sorry about that. Edible flowers. Amazon. $7. And it looks like a pretty good bundle. My best friend's bundle is a little tin can. Now, let me ask you this. I need to begin to shut this down. Please, for God's sake, why do you want a keepsake box for your jelly? Someone? Anyone? Did you see Ferris Bueller's Day Off? What is voodoo economics? Anyone? Anyone? I don't want it. It's just garbage and nonsense that's in my house. I am a big thrower-awayer. I will never, ever become a hoarder. You say, well, Meredith, look at this shelf behind you. Well, right now it is holding my things. But I throw stuff away. And here's something else. So let's say I do want to buy my best friend's spread, and I do want to keep that little box so I can put my pencils in it. And the spread was so good that now I need to order a second jar of spread, of my best friend Meghan Markle's spread. Well, now I have 2 keepsake boxes. And of course, that spread is so good. I mean, the family's just eating it right up. So I'm going to order another one. And I have 3. And they told 2 friends, and they told 2 friends. Remember the Revlon commercial? What are you going to do with all this stuff? These dumb keepsake boxes. And aren't you a big environmentalist right now? Hello? So you're saving the trees, but you're making me buy trees that have your stupid writing on it. I've said this before, I apologize. My mother was a calligraphist, and I think you had to be actually licensed or something. She had something, but she actually was. And what my best friend is doing is not calligraphy, and it's embarrassing that she does that. Okay, well, if you're still watching right now, I'm totally shocked. I'm a brand new little channel. Hook me up, hit like, hit subscribe. You know what? The algorithm likes that. I don't even know what that. I do know what the algorithm is, but hook me up that way, please. And I'm going to try to put content out, every other day or so, and I'll keep it short and sweet. Thanks for watching. Bye.